Hey guys, quick video. I'm going to call this Windows 10 for Linux users because the biggest complaint I hear from Linux users when they come into Linux from Windows is my computer kept rebooting and kept knocking me out of stuff, and I was losing my games, game progress, or I was losing work I was doing, and this type of thing. It never had to happen. It never had to happen. Well, maybe the first time until you know something's wrong. But then you go and fix it. And they will spend hours in the settings and configurations of Linux getting it set up like they want to. But if they had spent 30 seconds in Windows, they would have fixed that problem and would have never had that problem happen again. So that's just weird to me. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to fix that and show you that if you would have looked in your settings, then it would have never happened. Now let's look down here and let's type in check for updates. Now I'm going to show you a trick. Let's go back out of that. I'm going to show you a trick. People think, well, I want to change a setting, so I go here into settings and look for it, or I type in control panel. No, what you do is in this search box, you type in the setting you're looking for. Well, I got a new game controller I want to set up, so I type in game controllers, set up USB game controllers. Okay, well, I got a new printer. So, and you saw it pop up at the top there. Well, something's wrong with my network, I think. Network status, system setting. And then you got your Ethernet settings and everything. Show available networks. View your network property. You don't have to hunt. That's what that search bar is for. So let's go back to check for updates. And we pull up Windows Update here. It's the update settings. Now you see the very first one is pause updates for 7 days. Visit advanced options to change the pause period, and we could do that up to 35 days because this is Windows 10 Home. I think Pro and Enterprise, I think they can do it more, but we can do it for up to 35 days. Change active hours. It's currently 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is the big thing. Okay, let's go. I have it automatically adjust active hours for this device based on activity. I could turn that off and I could change my active hours, but it's 8 a.m. to 1 a.m. That means that the only time this will apply updates is between 1 a.m. and 8 a.m. when I'm in bed. And you see at the very top, set active hours to let us know when you typically use this device. We won't automatically restart your device during this time. That's it. So you set your active hours. Now there's more you can do. Let's go into advanced options here. Okay, these first two have nothing to do with it. The next one has everything to do with it. You turn that off because it's restart this device as soon as possible when a restart is required to install an update. Windows will display a notice before the restart and the device must be on and plugged in. This is the behavior you were getting. Turn that off. Set your active hours. Okay, another thing that I always turn off is update notifications. Show a notification when the PC requires a restart to finish updating. Why do I do that? Is because you get this little thing pop up and you're in the middle of something else. You get this little thing pop up that says Windows must restart to finish installing updates. Restart now, okay, and later. Well, half the time you're paying attention to something else and you click OK and then it kicks you out. So I turn that off so that window never pops up. So the only time I see anything regarding updates on this PC is when I go over here and I click, I go to power shut down, it will say shut down and update, or update and restart. It will say that down there, and that's the only time. It never restarts when I'm using it. It will just show up on that power setting when I start to leave the computer. So, if you spend 30 seconds going through the settings, you can change that. And there are a lot of things like that you can change in Windows. Windows, the privacy settings. Let's go into privacy here. You've got a huge amount of privacy settings. You can turn off your location, decide what sees your camera, microphone. Turn off that. Turn off the speech. Cortana on this machine, if I click Cortana, sees it says sign in, because Cortana is disabled. And that's for privacy. I have it set on basic for privacy. They can see when something opens up and crashes. They can get information about, my hardware and such as that, so they can figure out why stuff crashes. And if you see bug reports, sometimes you will see Microsoft say, well, with telemetry, we didn't see this. We haven't seen this behavior. We've just heard about it on social networks. And that's the type of thing they're collecting when you stick on basic. But I turn off location and all that stuff because there's no reason I should give all my data to Microsoft. But this is reasonable settings, and this is how you keep your computer from rebooting and booting you off. I hope that helped, and I hope it helped somebody out there that maybe didn't know.